Yeah, isn't that interesting? That the word for rage, anger, is our Somali word for Saturn. Yeah, that's where the Somali language was written officially in Latin. Yeah, you have your Latinx, your Latin speaking society. Yeah, there's more to every story, right? More things behind everything. I feel like that's why the Somali military government was destroyed on purpose, because they were the first one to give the go ahead to write the Somali language in Latin. And so many people were like, no, we want the Somali language to be written in Arabic. Some other group were like, no, let's make our own characters like the Ethiopians do, like the Amharic, the Ge'ez. But the government at the time, the military government, no one can say nothing to a military government. They were like, no, this is how we're going to catch up with the world. Because a lot of the things in Somali, a lot of the stories were always written in, what you call it, in Arabic. Yeah? But people were like, they would just use the oral tradition and storytelling to remember certain stories and events and things like that. Like, people would memorize it. So the Latin. Yeah, the Latin characters were used properly in a working system in the 70s during the military government, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't written before. It was during the colonialization in the late 1880s. The colonizers wrote a lot of the tradition of Somalis and the Oromo, basically the Kushite tradition, in Latin. But there were certain sounds that they were missing. Do you know what I mean? So in the 70s, certain sounds were added, like the D, H for da, the C for a, the X for ha,